Solidworks has always had powerful configuration capabilities, so you could store a model with many different permutations, many different options, accessories, and sizes. And we've even had the ability to define a user-friendly form like you're seeing here, where you could have it prompt the user for specific variables, and Solidworks would update the model. In SOLIDWORKS 2010, we've enhanced this capability and created a configuration publisher. This will allow you to define complex rules between variables and parameters, and also share your data with the rest of the world by publishing this data to the web via 3D Content Central. Let's take a look. We have a pneumatic cylinder, which actually is a very complex product to configure because there's interdependencies between different options. So we're going to start by specifying the first option, which is mounting type. We can specify the choices for mounting type from a range from a design table or from a list of variables we manually input. I'm just cutting and pasting 3 options into this field. Now once the user specifies mounting type, we'd like them to specify cylinder type. But the cylinder type does have a dependency on the mounting type. So we can define that parent-child relationship, and a table appears which allows me to input the valid choices for each mounting type. You can see front block only has 2 choices, stud and universal has 3 choices. And one thing that I like is you can always preview the form to make sure it's responding correctly, and here it is. A third variable has even more complexity because this third variable, which is rod type, has a dependency on cylinder type, which, as you know, has a dependency on mounting type. So rather complex combinations, but SOLIDWORKS handles this with an elegant table, and you can then specify the valid rod types for all the different combinations of mounting type and cylinder type. You can see how this works. If we specify a front block, we're given 2 choices for cylinder type and 1 choice for rod type. But if I specify a universal, I now have 3 choices for cylinder type. And finally, if I specify a stud mounting type, I have numerous choices for both cylinder type as well as rod type. So let's move ahead with our form. One of the things I can do in SOLIDWORKS 2010 is add a checkbox parameter. And a checkbox will control the suppression state of features as well as components. Here I'd like a user to specify whether they'd like a mounting bracket. And what's nice is I can control the visibility of this checkbox to only appear when certain mounting types are chosen. So for example, a front block does not have a mounting bracket choice, but a stud option does have a mounting bracket choice. And by checking it and unchecking it, we can control whether that mounting bracket appears. Finally, I'd like the user to specify a user-defined parameter, in this case a length for stroke. And here what's nice is I can specify a minimum, maximum, as well as an incremental range. So I can be assured that they'll only specify stroke lengths that I manufacture. You can see how nice it works. With the preview, we can start rebuilding the cylinder, testing the logic of our form. And we now have a very nice user interface to define our product. But how do I share this great intelligent model with its nice user interface with the rest of the world? Well, there's a couple added buttons to the new configuration publisher, and one includes upload to 3D Content Central, and you might see a tab that says 3D Content Central Preview. What this will allow you to do is publish your model to 3D Content Central, and you can see the web interface. Now in Beta 1, this capability is not turned on. We'll update the demo for Beta 2.